Hello and welcome back to Math Class with Mr. Kura. Today we're going to be talking about finding the surface area of 3D or three-dimensional shapes. So we're going to start by looking at, and I should say 3D prisms is what we're specifically finding. So a prism means it has the same shape on the top and bottom. So what I mean by that is we have the same shape, that same rectangle on the top and bottom of this prism, and then it's just has a height on there. So how do we find the surface area of a 3D prism? So there's two steps to it. The first step is going to be find the area of this base piece, this that I've highlighted in orange here. So the area of this base piece, well, how do we find the area of a rectangle? Base times height, so 5 times 4. 5 times 4 equals 20. So that's the area of this little piece here. Well, we have two of these, right? So if we have two of them, what's the area of that and that? Well, that would be 20 times 2. So the surface area of those two pieces is 40 feet squared. So that's our first part. Now let's look at our second part. What have we not found the surface area of so far? So far we have not found the surface area of these sides, right? All the stuff that goes up and down. To find the surface area of the sides like this, what we do is to find the area, we're going to take the perimeter of this piece, the perimeter of this base piece that we already found the area of, that same piece. So the perimeter of that, we'll say perimeter times height. So this is the height here, this 11. The distance between those two base pieces is the height. So the perimeter here on our example is 4 plus 5 plus 4 plus 5. So that would be 9 and 9, 18 is our perimeter, 18 feet, times our height is 11 feet. So 18 times 11, let's see, is 198 feet squared. Now if I want to find the area of this whole entire thing, I broke it down into two parts. I found the area of these orange pieces, and then I found the area of the blue part. So to find the area of the whole thing together, we're just going to add up our two parts, and we get 238 feet squared. So that's the surface area of this piece. And just a quick reminder of what surface area is. Surface area is talking about the way I kind of always like to explain it is there's kind of two things, surface area and volume. Surface area is talking about if I wanted to paint this object, how much would I have to cover? How much area would I have to cover to paint this object? Volume would be talking about how much I could fit inside of it. So if you think of a water bottle or something, volume would be talking about how much water can I fit inside. Surface area would be talking about the outside. How much area do I have if I wanted to paint it a different color? If I wanted to cover it in stickers, how much area do I have to cover? So that's what we're doing here. This is surface area. It's talking about the outside of the shape. Okay, we'll do one more that's a triangle here. So it's the same exact thing regardless of the shape. The only difference would be how we find the area of this base piece. So here's our base piece. You can see there's two of these that are exactly the same. This one we'd call a triangular prism because it has the same on the top and bottom, the same shape with the height on it. So how do we find the area of a triangle? And I want you to notice this is a right triangle. There's a little box down here telling us it's a right triangle. The area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So our base times our height, 6 times 8 divided by 2. So that's going to be 24 meters squared. So that's the area of this top piece. Now, how many of those top pieces do we have? We have 2 of them. So times 2, and we get 48 meters squared. So that's the area of our top and bottom pieces. Now we need to find the area of all these sides like this. The front, back, sides, all those sides. So how do we find the area of those sides? Same thing as we did here. Perimeter times height. So perimeter times height. Our perimeter here is, perimeter means add up all the sides. So 6 plus 8 is 14, plus 10, 24. So 24 times our height is 3. 24 times 3, let's see, is 72. 72 meters squared. So that's the surface area of just the sides. Now what did we do? Find the surface area of the whole thing? Add up the 2 parts. 48 plus 72, get 10 there, 11, 12. So our surface area of this thing is 120 meters squared. That's how we find the surface area of a prism. We did rectangular prisms. We did a triangular prism. And that's all we're doing for today. Once again, thank you for joining Math Classes with Mr. Kerr, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.